This is WGAL News 8 at 10.
Good evening, I'm Janelle Stelson.
And I'm Danielle Woods. Presumptive Democratic presidential nominee Joe Biden was in Lancaster today. And News 8 was the only local television station from the Susquehanna Valley to speak one-on-one with the former vice president.
It was his first local television interview since the quarantine began, and he had plenty to say, including just how important Pennsylvania is going to be in November.
I don't see how a Democrat can win the presidency without winning Pennsylvania.
So the Scranton native who made Philadelphia his election headquarters laid out his case for why the Susquehanna Valley should vote for him.
Because, you know, even before this coronavirus, the middle class was getting crushed, and rural America was getting crushed. And, you have his trade policies caused a recession in manufacturing, but also, millions of bankruptcies as a consequence of his trade policies with no benefit for the farmers.
He had choice words for President Trump's handling of the coronavirus.
The president is bizarre. He stands up in Oklahoma and says, I tell my staff, stop the testing. It basically looks bad. Come on. What is with this guy? What is all about him? Everything's about him. It's not about him. It's not about the president. It's about the country.
A country deeply divided that he says he will work hard to heal, including his plan for basic standards for every police department.
That 90% of the cops are good, decent, honorable people. But we have to make sure that they, in fact, the bad apples are weeded out. And we do know for a fact there is systemic racism that exists not just in police departments, but across the board.
The former vice president was in Lancaster to talk about health care, which he says is a right, not a privilege. And he hit President Trump again for trying to dismantle the Affordable Care Act.
And this president, in the middle of the worst health crisis since 1918, the pandemic of 1918, is trying to strip all these people of their health care.
Since this is the first time this year Mr. Biden has campaigned in the Susquehanna Valley, we also tried to get a scoop. Is your pick for vice president a black woman?
I have not made that judgment because we've just started now the deep dive in doing the background checks that go into the thorough background of everyone. They take 6 to 8 weeks to get done. And there are a number of African American women that are being considered, as well as Hispanic, as well as Caucasian.
How many people on your short list?
I don't have a short list yet.
We had to try. I've covered a lot of presidents and candidates for president, and after the interview, you would normally shake hands and say thank you, but instead, in this time of social distancing, we did the elbow bump with our masks on. Sign of the times, underscoring that running for president during a pandemic is hardly business as usual.